Hi everyone, myself Dr. Priyashok Babu, working as President at EC Department. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about some problems on electrostatics. That is mainly on force and field intensity. The first problem is the point charges 1 millicoulomb and minus 2 millicoulombs are located at 3, 2, minus 1 and minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 4 respectively. So calculate the electric force on a 10 nanocoulombs charge located at 0, 3, 1 and the electric field intensity at that point. So here we need to find out the force and electric field intensity of a given point charges. So here the point charges are given as, so here it is the first point charge, this Q1, Q2, which is located at a distance of, it is R1, R2, and we need to find out the force on a point charge, 10 nanocoulombs, so it is Q, and which is placed at a distance of R. So now the formula for force is, according to Coulomb's law, we have force equal to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square into AR, where AR is a unit vector, R which can be expressed as force equal to Q1 Q2 into AR is a unit vector. Therefore, it is R minus R dash by, it is 4 pi epsilon naught into mod R cube, where R minus R dash is a vector. We need to find out the distance between the 2 points. And we need to find out the magnitude. So here, when the point charges are more than 2, here we can write the formula as force F equal to sigma K equal to 1 to 2 Q into QK by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square into AR, where AR is again unit vector. Therefore, it can be changed as sigma K equal to 1 to 2 Q into QK into R minus RK by 4 pi epsilon naught into modulus of R minus RK whole cube. So here Q is a point charge 10 nanocoulombs. We need to find out the force on 10 nanocoulombs. Therefore, we need to substitute in the problem. So here, if we substitute Q equal to 1, then we have Q into Q1 into modulus of R minus R1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into modulus of R minus R1 whole cube. Plus, if we substitute Q equal to, say K equal to 2, then it is Q into Q2 into modulus of R minus R2 by 4 pi epsilon naught into modulus of R minus R2 whole cube. So, substitute the Q1, Q2, R1 values in the equation. So, here Q is common, you can take outside Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. So, then it is QK into, or it is first charge is 1 millicoulomb. 1 millicoulomb, it is 1 into 1 into 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 into, so here the distance is R minus R1, R is 0, 3, 1, minus R1 is, so 3, 2, minus 1 by modulus of the 0, 3, 1 minus 3, 2, minus 1 whole cube. Similarly, minus the second charge is QK is, it is minus 2 millicoulombs, therefore minus into 2 into 10 power minus 3 by minus 3 into, the vector is here 0, 3, 1, R is 0, 3, 1, and it is R2, R minus R2, where R2 is a second point, minus 1, 4. Now, if you substitute the Q value and 4 pi epsilon naught value, therefore here the Q is nothing but 10 nanocoulombs. Therefore, 10 into 10 power minus 9, 10 into 10 power minus 9. In these two, we can take a common of 10 power minus 3. Therefore, 10 power minus 3 into 10 into 10 power minus 9 by 4 pi epsilon naught value. Epsilon naught value is 10 power minus 9 by 36 pi. Into, so if we here, if we find the distance between these two, it is 0, 0 minus 3, 3 minus 2, 1 minus of minus 1, therefore minus 3, 1, 2, minus 3, 1, 2. Similarly, the distance between the second two is 0 minus of minus 1, 3 minus of minus 1, 1 minus 4. So it is 1, 4, 1, 4, it is minus 3. So second distance is 1, 4, minus 3. So here we need to find out the magnitude of these two. So after simplification, we have force F equal to minus 6.507 into AX minus 3.187 AY plus 7.506 into AZ millinewtons. Then we need to find out the electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is equal to, it can be defined as force per unit charge. Force per unit charge. Therefore, it is a force per unit charge. Unit charge Q is, it is given as 10 into 10 power minus 9. Therefore, force by 10 power 10 into 10 power minus 9 will give the electric field intensity. Therefore, the electric field intensity E is equal to, it is kilovolts per meter. So it is minus 650.7 AX minus 381.7 AY plus 750.6 AZ kilovolts per meter. Next, we'll see the next problem. So determine electric flux density D at 4,0,3 if there is a point charges minus 5 pi millicoulombs at 4,0,0 and a line charge at 3 pi millicoulombs per meter along the y-axis. So here we need to find out the electric flux density due to point charge and electric flux density due to the line charge. Therefore, the total electric flux density D is equal to dq plus dl, where dq is the electric flux density due to point charge and dl is the electric flux density due to line charge. Therefore, first we will find out the electric flux density due to the point charge. So here the formula for electric flux density is, we know that E is equal to electric field density E is equal to, we have Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square into AR. So, but the flux density D is equal to field intensity into E naught. Therefore, D is equal to, it is Q by 4 pi R square into AR, where AR is a unit vector. Therefore, D is equal to Q by 4 pi into, it is R minus R dash by modulus of R minus R dash whole cube. So, this is a formula to find the electric flux density due to a point charge. Therefore, first we will find out the distance between the 2 points. So, here the distance between the 2 points is, here R is 4,0,3 and R dash is 4,0,0. This is R dash, this is R. Therefore, if you find the distance between these two, 4,0,3 minus 4,0,0, for 4 minus 4, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 3 minus 0. Therefore, 0, 3. 0, 3. Now, if you substitute the values in equation, Q is, here it is given as Q is equal to minus 5 pi millicoulombs. Therefore, minus 5 pi into 10 power minus 3 into R minus R dash is 0, 3 by 4 pi into modulus of 0, 3 whole cube. So, here it is minus 0.138 AZ millicoulombs per meter square. This is the electric flux density due to point charge. Now we need to find out the electric flux density due to line charge. We have the formula. The electric flux density due to line charge is dl equal to, we have rho l by 2 pi rho into a rho. So here rho l is given as 3 pi millicoulombs per meter, and we need to find out the distance arrow, and arrow is there. Arrow is a unit vector. We need to find out the unit vector, and we need to find out the distance between the 2 points. So here first we will find out the unit vector arrow, where unit vector arrow is equal to, so the distance between two vectors R minus R dash by the modulus of R minus R. So first we will find out the distance between the 2 points. So the distance between the 2 points is, here we need to assume the line charge. The line charge is at 4,0,3, and we need to find out the distance between 4,0,3 and origin. It is 0, 0. Therefore, the distance is, it is 4 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 3 minus 0. Therefore, it is 4, 0, 3. The distance between the 2 points is, and we need to find out the magnitude between the vector, or magnitude of the vector. Therefore, it is root of, the magnitude is, it is root of 4 square plus 0 square plus 3 square. Therefore, it is root of 16 plus 9, root 25, 5. Now, if you substitute all these values in electric flux density due to line charge, we have dl is equal to, the electric flux density due to line charge is, it is rho l by 2 pi rho into the vector. So here the vector is, we have 4ax plus 3az. Then after simplification, we have the answer like it is 0.24 ax plus 0.18 az millicoulombs per meter square. Now here we need to find out the total flux density. So the total flux density D is equal to the flux density due to point charge and the flux density due to the line charge. Therefore, D is equal to, we have dq plus dl. We need to add the two flux densities. Therefore, the total flux density D is equal to, here it is 240 ax plus 42 az microcoulombs per meter square. So in this way we can find out the electric flux density due to two point charges are electric flux density due to point charge or line charge, or the electric flux density due to point charge and a surface charge, like that. Between any two charges, we can find out the electric flux density. Next, we'll see the next problem. So here the 2 point charges are, so it is minus 4 microcoulombs and 5 microcoulombs are there. So let us assume these are Q1 is minus 4 microcoulombs and Q2 equal to 5 microcoulombs. So which are located at distances of R1 equal to 2 comma minus 1 comma 3 and R2 is equal to 0 comma 4 comma minus 2 respectively. So find the potential at 1 comma 0 comma 1, assuming 0 potential at infinity. So here we have the potential formula. The general formula for potential equal to V equal to here Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. This is a general formula. Or if there are more number of charges, then we can have V is equal to Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into R minus R1, modulus of R minus R1, plus it is Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught into modulus of R minus R2, plus some constant C is here. So because the potential at infinity is given as 0, the potential at infinity is given as 0. So here we can assume, or we can ignore the C value. We can ignore the C value. So because V of infinity equal to 0. Then we need to find out the distance between the 2 points R minus R1 and R minus R2. So R minus R1 is, so it is R, where R is 1 comma 0 comma 1 minus R1 is 2 comma minus 1 comma 3. Therefore, if you subtract these two, it is 1 minus 2 minus 1, 0 minus of minus 1 plus 1, 1 minus of minus 3, 4. 1 minus of, 1 minus 3, 1 minus this minus 2. So if you find out the magnitude, it is root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square. So it is root 6. Then we need to find out the distance between the other 2 points, R minus R2. Therefore 1 comma 0 comma 1 minus 0 comma 4 comma minus 2. Therefore 1 minus 0, 1, 0 minus 4, minus 4, 1 minus of minus 2, 3. So it is root of 1 square plus 4 square plus 3 square. So it is root 26. Then we need to find out the potential at 1 comma 0 comma 1. So the potential at 1 comma 0 comma 1 is, so here if you substitute in the formula, Q1 is, where Q1 is minus 4 into 10 power minus 6, Q2 is 5 into 10 power minus 6. So if you take 10 power minus 6 common in both the expressions, we have 10 power minus 6 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi into 10 power minus 9 by 36 pi into minus 4 by root 6 plus 5 by root 26. So after simplification, we have the potential is equal to minus 5.872 kilovolts. Next, we'll see the next problem. So here the 2 point charges, the point charges are given as minus 1 nanocoulomb, 4 nanocoulomb and 3 nanocoulombs are given. So which are placed at a distance of, it is R1, R2, R3. So 3 point charges are Q1, Q2, Q3 respectively. So we need to find the energy in the system. To find the energy in the system, first of all, we need to assume that. So let us assume the point charges. We need to move the point charges from infinity to space. Let us assume some space is there. So we need to move the point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 from infinity to space. So this is a space. So to move the point charges from infinity to space, we need to do some work done. So because before the movement of the charges, the space is charge free. Therefore, in moving the point charge Q1 from infinity to space, no need to do any work done. Therefore, the work done required to move the point charge Q1 from infinity to space is W1 equal to 0. Now, the point charge Q1 is in space. Next one, we need to move the point charge Q2 from infinity to space. To move the point charge Q2 from infinity to space, we need to do some work done. Therefore, the work done required to move the point charge Q2 from infinity to space is, which is W2, which is equal to W2 is equal to, which is Q2 into V21, where Q2 is a point charge Q2 and V21 is a potential at point 2, potential at point 2 due to point charge Q1. Next, we need to move the, now we have point charges Q1 and Q2 in space. Now we need to move the point charge Q3 from infinity to space. Again, we need to do some work done. Therefore, the work done required in moving the point charge Q3 from infinity to space is, already we have 2 point charges in space. Therefore, it is Q3 into V31 plus V32, where V31 is a potential at 0.3 due to point charge Q1 and V32 is a potential at 0.3 due to the point charge Q2. Therefore, if you substitute all the values in the expression, therefore the total energy W is equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3. W1 is 0. Therefore, we need to substitute the remaining two ones. Therefore, first one is Q2 into V21 is a potential at 0.2 due to charge Q1. Therefore, Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into R2 minus R3 plus then V31, Q3 into V31 plus V32. So again, V31 is a potential at 0.3 due to the point charge Q1. Therefore, Q1 by 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0 is R3 minus R1 is 0, 0, 0. Plus V32 is a potential at 0.3 due to point charge 2. Therefore, Q2 by 1, 0, 0 minus R2 is 0, 0, 1. Therefore, if you substitute all these values, then we have and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of epsilon naught, we can substitute 10 power minus 9 by 36 pi. Therefore, after substitution, all the values we have, the energy density is equal to 13.37 nanojoules. The energy required to move the point charges is 13.37 nanojoules. So, this way you can find the energy in electrostatics. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.